Welcome to the Pantheon. It's a CTM map where it stands for Chromosome That Moves. Clandestine Tycoon Maker. I don't know what I'm saying. CTM stands for Complete the Monument, where basically you have to complete a monument that you will find one day during the gameplay, and yeah, it's supposed to be very hard to do it, but so to start off, I decided to read a user's book where there's written that you won't find any good loot because you're a libtard. Because they hate you and want you to lose the remaining mental health you have. A big part of it was already gone when you decided to play the map in the first place, but we don't care. Moving on. I decide happily to start the gaming, and the first room is a big puddle and yeah, fun. So let's get the boat, some pantaloons, and the ultimate weapon of mass destruction. One sword. I kill the first clandestine and head over to the actual starting room. There's nothing. I mean, there's some lighters, some sweet food, and a story about how your grandparents in 1956, they flew to Zimbabwe and found a petrified... Forget the story. I am losing hunger, okay? And the next room will be a complete chaos that will completely ruin my life numerous times. The first thing I see is a clandestine and a lovely creeper. Then I meet some of the members of his gang, and one of these bastards decides to blow up in front of me, and I gotta be honest, that made me question a lot of things, like, am I prepared for this? Do I need more food? Will I die from 38 kilograms of plastic explosive? Am I gay? Enough of this. I go on like a real man, and get scared by the first bullet a clandestine shoots at me. No, go back. Great. I go back to the outpost or whatever these two chests make of a base and think of suiciding to restore my hunger bar, but there's no need to worry since this kind gentleman helps me into succeeding in my mission. I'm thankful to you, sir. I wish I could shake your hand, but no, I'm back to spawn and decide to not use the other boat because... logic. Take the 5 bread I left there from before because... logic. Come back to the base and shake the gentleman's hand. Find out I had no more hunger. Again. So I suicided and went back to the spawn because... I finally decide to man up. So I get prepared with all the items I found so far and go for it. I encounter a numerous amount of school shooters and drug dealers that want to undertake sketchy deals with me, but no! Drugs. You see, for all this time I was looking for one specific item and it is a freaking carrot. Or a potato. So then I can farm it and not have the hunger problem anymore, cause... genius. Anyways, I run around and get some actual stuff like a chest plate and boots. That is crazy loot. Boots good. Boots very good. And then I found the greatest loot that I could ever find, like a set of tools and food. Like, what? What? I feel like I have to pay for this shit because at this point, whoever put this stuff in the chest must be starving somewhere because, oh my god, look at this soup! Amazed by the immensity of the first room, I lose a bit my guard and immediately get slapped by a kid on too many steroids. Run away like my dad did to get the milk, and after crying about it, I get the final strike by the kid's dream bro who was on even more drugs. Goog. So I go back to get the stuff, and luckily enough, what I find is the entirety of YouTube's crypto gurus trying to sell me their online courses and also a bitch. A witch. So I smack her hard with a bone and go back to the base and realize I lost one of the stone items, which was the stone sword. And so what do I decide to do, like the strategy mastermind I am? I go back to the dungeon with 1 heart. Good job. I get back in the freaking hell and find 64 cobblestone. Is it good? Is it useful? I don't know, but it's a better feeling finding that than when you have 95 kilograms of cocaine in the trunk of your car on the Mexico-United States border. That gives me the balls to get inside the temple-looking building, and after running a bit, I found a chest. No, actually, I found a bed, and whoa, it felt great, okay? Having a sleep after all that work, honestly, if only I could have slept right away and not wait 10 minutes for the night to settle down. I mean, this means that when I arrived at the bed, it was literally just morning. That pisses me off so bad. I then suicide because, logic, I'm prepared for whatever the sinky combo room will be, and it turns out to be full of district attorneys, and since I have my own attorney, they show up only in 3, and, well, they go batooned to death. I find the first piece of the monument and feel extremely excited about the happenings. Go upstairs to find a biggest room full of nothing but clandestines and other mucks. I run because I'm afraid of dealing with crackheads, so I wander a bit and find another book and a funny hindrance. Gee, why are there so many books? Like, I already found like 6 of those. Jesus, chill, man. So I enter in the entrance and they tell me to dig, so I dig. And then find a wall with other signs, and at first glance I didn't know what to do, but then these levers gives me a hint on what to do. I wish I had more brain cells. Anyways, we find the first interception and I set up a base where I would stay there for like the next 80 geological eras trying to complete it. I store my items and go back to the old base with the intent of bringing all of my patrimony on the first interception, but smart enough, I decided that 1 bread and 4 zombie flashes were enough to complete the go and come back whole journey. I wish I was kidding, but no. I willingly decided to leave that much food alone in the chest and go for the thing. I mean, what is wrong with me? Like, also when I arrived there and have no food at all in my inventory, I could have slept there and suicided to restore my hunger and then go back to the base, you know? But no, I'm smart and I know what I'm doing. However, I go on with all the stuff and in the big room I get big scared because I thought there were at least 10 clandestines and 5 raccoons after me, but no, there was actually no one there. It was just one dude. He was chilling, doing 1 hour per second. But no, I get scared as hell and dig a hole and think that was a smart idea. Why? I mean, there's spawners around. Do you wish to die, fellow monkey? Anyways, I strategize a bit on how I will escape this shithole and think that one way could be digging a tunnel from the current position to the thing, the glowstone door. You know, but the one thing that was stopping me from doing that was the fact that my pickaxe was almost gone. If I wanted to do that, I needed to dig further down, so basically I needed a new pickaxe, okay? But my smartest didn't think for a second that I could have crafted a new one. Jeez, this is so embarrassing. I literally had materials for at least like 10 pickaxes, and well, I didn't count on that option. And I suck so bad, oh my god. So I cry about it for some time and obviously go outside of the only safe place in a radius of 10 petameters with the current stats because it was the only thing possible to do. Then suddenly realized I had just done the worst possible f***ing decision in my whole entire career of Minecraft player. Just because when I pull my head out for a second, I see no monsters and literally 3 seconds later all I see is like sea of green burritos. Explosive green burritos. I show immediate regret of my life choices and wish I never f***ing stopped for a single second digging that hole, but no, the Mexican burrito gang suddenly obviously generated too much methane gas from the excessive amount of beans in their burritos and I detonate in absolute fart shit. Why am I swearing so much? By the way, just look at the density of the population here in Mexico. What? Also, can somebody tell me how this skeleton shot me 0.2 seconds after I snuck my head out to go away? I mean, there was no possible time for it to shoot me that fast. A mob needs to see you before attacking, right? So, someone tell me that this skeleton has wall axe, please, or something, because I don't get what the f- I respawn, get the last boat, and yeah, obviously, somebody had to shatter it under my balls. This is probably some clandestine or a child predator. Anyways, I tried to run for a bit, but my hunger is already gone, and theoretically, after 5 minutes, all the items will despawn. And since I was already going on for 2 minutes, my possibility to even get one of those said items was very slim. But that didn't stop me to go, and well, lucky enough, I found an undead that was so kind to me that he even gave me a rotten flesh. A carrot! Do you even think I survived after this? I respawn, get the last fishing rod, spider. I respawn, go back. And again, how the f do skeletons shoot so good? I mean, at this point, they're just completely overpowered spawns of Satan. Clandestine. I respawn. And guess what I found? This bitch-ass zombie stole my sword 1 hour ago. Does that make sense? No, because the stone sword definitely despawned, but I wanted to put this music after him to just, you know. After arguing with my history teacher because there's a cockroach in the classroom, a school shooter brings me back to spawn. But I'm back with enough caffeine to kill an elephant and run past every fellow in this room like real chads do to find the most valuable item to me. Just a second, wait. So it's 5 minutes for an item to despawn and I dropped this carrot exactly 11 minutes, 35 seconds ago and it didn't despawn yet? I say bullshit. I put the carrot in the chest. That's literally the smartest move I have made today for sure. I go to the new base, don't ask me how, and start looking for spiders so I can craft a bed and set the spawn there so I don't have to respawn at spawn every time I die. But I find only one string to my success, so I say f*** all and suck my ass. Wait, no, that's not right. So I say f*** all, and with a sword I start harvesting the cobwebs that are in this tunnel, but then I get distracted because I wanted to also get the carrot back, find so many drug addicts and start a jiu-jitsu fight with them that almost kills me, but since I embraced masculinity at its fullest, now my testosterone levels are so high that I'm able to deflect arrows from hitting me. What the fuck? I mean, look here, I didn't kill a zombie so that he would body shield me from that clandestine, okay? Anyways, I found some shelter behind a column and my testosterone levels fluctuate a bit, that the guy actually hits me, but it deals only half a heart? I don't want to know. I survived from this doomsday, tried to go back to the new base, but I respawn, die again. Get the carrot and other items because I want to place them in the chest closer to the new base before dying again. And do one last try to get my items back, but of course.